Today we're going to cover the bear complex. Now it's called the bear complex because not only is it bear to get through, but we're going to use the bear hug position for all the exercises. The bear hug position is great because if you're a beginner, it gives you an opportunity to maintain your best balance and coordination when first being introduced to sandbag training. If you're someone a little more proficient, you are able to load a little bit more in this position, really stressing the upper back and the upper body in a static type of manner. This is very beneficial for many athletes such as fighters, wrestlers, football players. So many people have to get into hand-to-hand sort of combat or situations where they have to isometrically hold. Most of us train very dynamically, which is great, doing different punches and so forth, but very few people train in long isometric manners, which is actually very functional and missed in most training programs. So let's get into the complex. The complex can either be done for a set number of repetitions, anywhere from 5 to 15 of each series, or it can be done for time. I generally like to do between 15 and 20 seconds of each drill before we move on to the next. The first drill in this series is the bear hug row. This eliminates a lot of just bicep work, and you can actually use a lot more upper back. So you can see some of your weaknesses and deficiencies in the exercise. So we just place ourselves over the middle of the bag, get our hands interlaced, and row up. The bag is unbalanced, so you're going to have to coordinate it so that you can row and squeeze the shoulders back. Depending upon the size and the load of the bag, this can be very large, and you're going to have to scoop it, you won't be able to get the arms together, or in this case, a little smaller bag because we're going to do a complex, and you can row it a little bit easier, but you can find it extremely fatiguing for the upper back. From there, we're going to do bear hug squat. Now, the bear hug squat is one of the easier ones to perform because it allows you to get deeper. So if it's easier, just move faster. So you can pace it. So depending upon your ability level, you can make one sandbag feel very challenging no matter what your ability level, because you can either move faster or slower. From there, we're going to do the bear hug good morning. Great for the low back and posterior chain of the body. It allows you to actually get a little further back on your heels. So again, keeping the bag here, we're going to shoot our hips back and drive through our hips. Hips back, right through the heels. Again, this good morning exercise is usually not done because it's too much stress in the low back. This still stresses the trunk, but not the spine in a dangerous manner. From here, we're going to move into bear hug shoulder. So without the hands, up to one shoulder, pop back, up to the other shoulder. This forces you to get back on your hips a lot faster because you aren't gripping the bag. Again, you can move any speed that you want. Finally, we're going to do bear hug rotations. Coming down, up, Great challenge through the flexibility of your hips, as well as your trunk and upper back. So I'm not just twisting my feet, I'm rotating and pivoting through. This series is phenomenal whether you're looking for just general fitness or sporting performance. Don't miss out on using these type of complexes in your own training, and check out more at sandbagfitnesssystems.com.